Debbies in Playboy this month. You can go to Debbi with an I, just search DebbiDavids.com, and she's played along very well. We appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, quite a trooper.
She gets it for sure.
Welcome back to the Monsters Mornings, Real Radio 104.1, broadcasting live nationwide on XM Channel 152. Let's get our mic near her, Drunky, and I want to ask a couple of questions. I know that I saw, I think in the letter that you sent me, that you were in a Paul McCartney video. Is that true?
Yep, I'm on his The Space Within Us DVD.
The Space Within Us DVD.
Damn.
So she was here. She was able to meet your idol.
Is he very tall?
What was it like?
Aw, it was
That's my
it was
idol,
quite an experience because he's also my idol, and I've just the Beatles music means so much to me.
Oh, really?
I couldn't even talk when I met him. It was just like.
So what was he like? I mean, was he very? I'm sure he was very polite, right?
He was, and I mean, I've just been in love with him forever and have such a crush on him. So I'm just sitting there looking at him, and we were on a couch together.
Yeah.
And I literally was probably about 6 inches from him.
And what were you wearing when you were on the couch with Paul McCartney?
I made sure I was wearing a mini skirt.
You had a mini skirt?
Top. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
Just in
was he
case.
a single man at the time, or?
No, he wasn't. In fact, Heather wasn't supposed to be there, and she was. And
Bitch.
No, I didn't talk to her, but I guess the whole thing was they were going to get me on stage and have me dance while he was playing.
Right.
And she put a kibosh on that.
Really? She
yeah.
she didn't want that. She didn't want that.
No, she walked
She
out
get
from
hopping mad.
That was a one-legged joke.
Wow,
for those who
man,
didn't get it. So you kind of they threw you out, or?
No, I was waiting to go into his dressing room and meet him.
Yeah.
And I was sitting on a couch waiting, and you could look down the hallway, and she comes walking out, and of course I was sitting there beaming because I was so happy and so excited. You know, just grinning ear to ear, and she came out and kind of looked at what I was wearing, looked me up and down, just walked off, and then later that night, we were filming the
DVD
concert, and the DVD, and I was front row, and his webmaster was behind me, and he was like, "Well, guess what's going to happen next?" And it didn't happen. They didn't call me up. He said, "That's strange. You were supposed to get on stage and dance and do this and that." And I said, "Well, I think I know why. I'm not going up there."
Heather Mills didn't appreciate it. So you were kind of hired to be in the front row. So with the video, it looked like there were hot women in the front row.
No, actually, his wife, of course, died of cancer. Some of my family members died of cancer. And
Right.
when I wrote to him, I think he kind of felt bad and hooked me up. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's very cool.
Yeah, very generous.
What other experiences have you had by being a Miss, in Playboy and Miss Sturgis and all? I mean,
I do have a Sturgis story.
What's that?
Kind of got into a fight with a biker.
Oh, you
You
did?
did?
Got into a fight with a biker.
A man biker?
Yeah, man.
What did he say to you?
Well, he came out in front of my car, and I almost hit him because he was stumbling out between these trailers. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Right.
So I went back in the building that I was doing an appearance at, and when I came out, he's waiting with a rock.
Oh, no.
And, and he threw
A Van Halen album?
AC/DC. And so he throws a rock at my car, and I hit it, and I'm like, what the F? And
Yeah.
he just came out swinging and...
What kind of car you got?
I had a Honda at the time.
But still, you don't be throwing a rock at your car. That's wrong, yeah.
They're not cheap, right?
Especially a chick,
So he throws a rock at your car, and what do you do?
Well, I got out, and of course I was being mouthy because, it's Sturgis and,
Yeah.
That's what you do, yeah.
Exactly, and it just got really heated, and, I'm not afraid to throw down.
Who threw the first punch?
I think he swung, but he was so drunk, and, it was big, wide open. He couldn't make anything.
Did you get him good?
I did. His friends came up, and they kind of grabbed his arm and were pulling him away, and I just...
Oh, yeah.
And,
Man,
I like that.
Yeah. She fight. And Tiffany, you were very blown away because she's from the same town that you're from, right?
And it's not a very big town. That's the thing.
What's it called?
Worcester, Massachusetts. We were born in the same exact
Worcester,
place.
is that where Worcestershire sauce come from?
Now, is that Worcester when it's spelled Glous, like Gloucester? It looks like that, or is that the same thing? 'Cause-
Everybody
looks
says
like
Worcester.
right?
Yeah.
How odd. Two hot blondes from the same area.
That's so weird. And then our family lives in Cocoa Beach, and that's where my family lives.
Oh, isn't that weird?
You guys
So
could be
it's
sisters.
double
Really?
entendre
I'm
right there.
convinced we are. I think we're separated at birth.
That could be true.
Wow.
We have almost the same boob job too. I saw her naked.
Oh, yes.
How was that for you?
She looks good. Drunky the Bear, question for Debbie Davids, who's in Playboy this month. And you can vote for her for the Cybergirl, correct?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to tell you, why don't you try to convince Tiffany? Tell her the advantages of being in Playboy. 'Cause Tiffany thinks you're too high and mighty to be in Playboy.
I don't think I'm too high and mighty.
Yes, you do. I don't understand. She's like, I'll never.
Well, you think you're too high and mighty to sit on a basketball, and Debbie Davids came in here and did it like that. And now we love her.
Yes.
I just don't want to do it because Drunky wants me to.
No, that's not why. She thinks like, oh, Playboy, I don't want to expose my new body, but tell her how beautiful it is.
Oh, and you know what? She could get in like that.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
What
kind of
you can
coin?
hook her up and get her in, huh?
Yeah, what kind of coin you're talking? Because that's what she listens to.
They pay well enough. I'll just put it that way.
Have you been to the mansion?
You know what's funny is my first invite came, and I have a family thing this week, and I absolutely can't get out of.
Oh,
it's kind of a memorial, and I was supposed to be there. But I've been to parties in Chicago, the lingerie party.
So you invited to the Playboy Mansion this weekend, but you have a family thing to do.
Right.
Oh, damn.
Well, I'm sure you'll be invited again. I mean, if you
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, very cool. Well,
man.
You sent us the email, and it was very nice of you to come in and play along.
Thanks for having me.
Tell people once again about how if they want to vote for you, for the Cybergirl, what do they do?
Just go to the Cyber Club, and you'll see all the Cybergirl pics, and of course choose Debbie.
Debbie, yeah. Well,
and vote for me.
It'd be great to have a monster fan win that.
Absolutely.
Yes, Bubba, a question for your girl.
I'm gonna have a Miss Whoop Ass contest coming up soon.
Really?
You
That's
are.
the first I've heard of this, Russ.
I've never heard of such a thing,
I'd
Bubba.
like to interview you for that if you're
Does our
interested.
previous love connection help me in any way with this contest?
Certainly does.
Absolutely.
Previous love connection. All right. Well, you can check her out once again. If you go to her website, Debbie Davids. Very nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for playing along.
Awesome.
All right. You're listening to Mantras in the morning.